You already felt that time is going on faster and faster, but when you look back, you can't remember what you really did. As if your life was being consumed by endless distractions, short videos, social networks, series, games, without control over it. This is no coincidence. Modern entertainment is designed to kidnap your attention, keeping you stuck in an infinite consumer cycle. Each notification, every new episode, every video suggestion is carefully planned to keep you watching, clicking, rolling the screen, while your life goes unnoticed. But what is the real impact of this? Is constant entertainment just stealing your time, or is there something much deeper happening? Today, let's explore how entertainment addiction is ending your life without you noticing, and what you can do to recover control. If you have tried to watch just another episode and ended up marathoning an entire season, or opened the phone to check a message and when you realized spent 40 minutes rolling the feed, know that it didn't happen by chance. Modern entertainment explores one of the most primitive systems of our brain, the dopamine circuit, the dopamine trap. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter linked to motivation and pleasure. Whenever we do something our brain considers rewarding, how to eat, socialize, or learn something new, it releases dopamine to motivate us to repeat this behavior. The problem is that social networks, short videos, games, and streaming platforms have hacked this system. They offer fast and easy dopamine peaks, training our brain to look for instant gratification. This creates a vicious cycle. You feel boredom or discomfort. Open the phone or turn on the TV to distract yourself. Your brain receives a peak of dopamine. Boredom comes back quickly, so you are looking for another stimulus. Over time, your brain gets used to these fast peaks and loses the ability to enjoy more complex, time-consuming, and significant things. Activities such as reading a book, learning a skill, or even having a deep conversation seems tiring and bland because they don't offer instant rewards. And the worst, the more you consume this type of entertainment, the more difficult it gets to stop. But if this vicious cycle has already taken over your routine, what exactly are you stop living while you are distracted? When we spend hours consuming entertainment without stopping, we have the feeling that we are enjoying time. But are we really living or just running away from reality? The truth is that excessive entertainment not only steals his time, he steals his ability to reflect, create, and find meaning in life. The silence that scares Jung said that the unconscious sends us signs all the time, but most people do everything not to listen to them. When you are alone without distractions, what happens? Uncomfortable thoughts begin to emerge, questions about your life, about your choices, about who you really are. But instead of dealing with it, many turn to entertainment as an escape. Instead of reflecting on your dissatisfaction at work, you are distracted by social networks. Instead of dealing with repressed emotions, you dive into movies and series. Instead of devoting yourself to something that really matters, you fill your day with empty stimuli. This escape may seem harmless, but over time it creates an inner void. You may be busy all the time, but nothing you are doing really leads to real growth. The cost of fragmented attention. In addition, constant consumption of entertainment trains us to have a dispersed mind. We jumped from one video to another, from one application to the next, getting used to our brain never keeping focuses for a long time. This has a direct impact on our ability to learn something new because we can't keep our attention for long periods. Make important decisions because we are always distracted and without mental clarity. Create something significant because we are stuck in the role of spectators, not protagonists of our own lives. The question is, if you were not stuck in this distraction cycle, what could you be building? If entertainment was once a form of leisure and rest, today it has become a form of control. And the greatest danger is not only in the waste of time, but what this constant distraction is doing with our autonomy. Think about it. Do you really choose what you consume, or what you consume chooses for you? The algorithm suggests the next video, and you watch. it without question. Social networks dictate what trend is, and you continue without realizing it. The series launch strategically addictive seasons, and you get stuck in them. Gradually, you are no longer an active agent in your life and become a passive viewer, just reacting to what the system puts in front of you. Entertainment as a new form of slavery. The philosopher Aldous Huxley predicted something interesting. While Orwell imagined a future where people would be controlled by oppression, Huxley believed that we would be controlled by excessive pleasure. He wrote, "People will love their oppression by worshipping the technologies that destroy their ability to think." And isn't that exactly what is happening? We live surrounded by an excess of stimuli that keeps us busy all the time. But busy with what? With carefully planned distractions to keep us passive, tired, and without time to reflect. Distracted people do not question. Distracted people do not create. Distracted people do not seek autonomy. If entertainment has become a form of control, the only way to recover life itself is to resume control over your attention. How to do this? How to escape this trap without giving up pleasure and rest? If excessive entertainment makes us passive spectators of life itself, the only solution is to recover control over our attention. This does not mean completely eliminating entertainment. After all, it can be a legitimate source of leisure and learning. The problem is not in entertainment itself, but in the way it kidnaps our ability to choose and keep us trapped in an addictive cycle. So how to get out of this trap? 1. Consume entertainment with conscience. The big question is not, entertainment is good or bad, but yes, are you consciously consuming or just reacting to what they put in front of you? Before watching or clicking something, ask yourself, do I really want to see this, or I'm just running away from boredom? Set time limits to social networks, series, and games. If you do not control the time that goes by, the algorithm controls for you. Choose content that adds something. You can seek entertainment that inspires you, that makes you reflect or learn something new. 2. Practice boredom and silence. We get used to filling any moment of emptiness with quick stimuli. But Jung said that true self-knowledge arises in silence, introspection, and solitude. Try staying a few minutes without looking at a screen. Just look at your thoughts. Take a walk. Without headphones. Practice activities that require prolonged focus, such as deep reading, writing, or learning of a new skill. Your brain needs to relearn to live without constant dopamine and regain the ability to concentrate, create, and reflect. 3. Become creator, not just consumer. The problem of excessive entertainment is not just the waste of time, but the fact that it always puts us in the role of viewers instead of protagonists. Instead of just watching, try creating. Write, draw, build something, tap an instrument. If you like a theme, not just consume content about it, deepen study, develop something of your own. Ask yourself, if I wasn't consuming so much entertainment, what could I be building? The difference between an ordinary person and an extraordinary person is often in the way they use their own time. The problem of entertainment addiction is not just the lost time. It is the life you could be living and is not. It is the creative energy that could be used for something significant, but is being wasted in endless distractions. The question that remains is, do you really have control over what you consume, or are just being taken by the current? Leave your comment and share this video with someone who also needs to reflect on it. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more content that help you recover control of your life. We see each other in the next video.